Uh, I think Saturn's pretty cool. It's got all the rings and stuff. Okay, does anyone want to go?
Yeah, so Henry, what would you say your favorite planet is? Can you hear me, Henry? Charlie, are you
Mars.
able to? Oh, what was that?
Earth.
Mars. Okay, why is Mars your favorite planet?
I don't know.
Okay, that's okay. But yeah, Mars is a very popular planet. A lot of people like Mars. Thank you for answering, Henry. What about you, Lucy? Do you have a favorite planet?
I don't know.
Okay, that's okay. Charlie, are you able to translate?
So, like to like in Chinese to what? Okay. 你最喜欢的星球是哪一个 No?
Mhm.
Okay, I think Wang Xiao Huang has his hand raised. Do you want to go?
Mm, Jupiter. My favorite planet is Earth because we live on Earth.
That's a good reason. Has anyone else not gone? Elena, do you want to go?
My favorite planet is Earth because we can live in Earth.
Okay, is there any other planet that you like for a different
Mm,
reason?
no.
No? Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna move.
So for the conversation topic, the question is, what is your favorite day of the week and why? Personally, my favorite day of the week is Saturday because I get to sleep in after school because I have no school, and then I get to spend time with my family. So, Latan, are you there? If you're able to hear me, could you unmute your microphone and turn on your camera, please? All right. And what about Lele? Are you there? All right. So that's okay. Henry, what is your favorite day of the week and why?
Sunday. Sunday.
Okay, why is Sunday your favorite day?
It's holiday.
Oh, yeah, that's a good reason. Thank you, Henry. Um, I see someone has their hand raised. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Um, Charlie, how do you say his
Oh
name?
yeah. Uh, the one with his hand raised?
Yes.
Okay, Wang Xiaohuang. Is that right?
It's uh my my favorite day is Friday because Friday is an art class.
Oh, that's very cool. So you like art. Thank you for answering. Is there an English name that you'd like to be called or a name that I can pronounce?
My name is Arthur.
Otter.
Other.
Oh, Arthur.
Yeah.
Other.
Could you type it out, please? And send it in the chat.
Like King Arthur, like the king guy.
Oh, I said Arthur. Is that right?
I think so. That's what I heard.
All right. Thank you for answering, Arthur. Lucy, what about you? What is your favorite day of the week? And Charlie, could you translate?
Yeah. 一个星期你最喜欢的一天是哪一个？Lucy? Lucy, are you there?
Saturday.
再说一遍，我没听清。
Saturday.
Saturday? Okay, do you have a reason?
No.
No? Okay.
Thank you for answering, Lucy. And Elena, what about you? What is your favorite day of the week and why? Elena, are you there?
Yes.
What is your favorite day of the week?
Friday.
Okay, why is that?
Because in Friday we just need to in school at 2 a.m. to 2 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and we can
Oh,
go
so you get to
home.
leave early.
Yes.
Okay, that's very cool. Thank you, Elena. And I see that someone new joined. Mia? All right, so we can give her some time to set up her camera and her microphone and we can move on.
Okay, so today's topic is everyone's daily schedule and what a normal day at school for us looks like. So usually for high schoolers in America, we wake up at about 6:45. Some people wake up earlier because they have to take showers, do skincare, like wash their face and everything. But usually it's around 6:45. And then after that, they eat breakfast and they usually get on bus. It also depends on the time, just depending on how far they are from the school they're going to. And they usually get to school at about 8, and school starts at around 8:30 for most people. So, Henry, when does your school usually start? Henry?
7:40.
Oh, that's really early. When do you have to wake up usually?
6:30.
6:30.
Oh, okay. That's really early. I hope you get enough sleep. What about you, Lucy? When do you have to get up for school?
7.
7? And when does it start?
9.
It starts at 9? Wow.
Um,
Okay. Hmm.
nothing. You can keep going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's usually how the school day starts for us. And then yeah, it starts at about 8:25. We usually have lunch at 12 and we have classes until then. And then after lunch, which we have for about an hour, we go to class and we get out at school. We get out of school at 3:40 and most people get home around 4. So, oops.
So now we're going to be talking about a student schedule. Can you hear me? Sorry, my network cut out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we can move on to the next slide. So we're going to be going through a particular student's day-to-day schedule at my school. So this doesn't go for every student since everyone's schedules are different, but we will just focus on this particular student. And we can move on to the next slide. So at 6:45, the student wakes up. The student says, "My alarm is really loud." They don't like their alarm, and they often oversleep and get to school late. Obviously, it's not for everyone. Not a lot of students get to school late since it's good to be on class on time. Personally, I like to be at class on time. What about you, Charlie?
I usually get penalties if I'm late to class.
Yes, me as well. Our teachers mark us tardy.
Yeah.
Elena, what about you? Do you have a certain thing at your school to mark you tardy if you're late?
No.
Oh, okay. So what usually happens to make sure that you're on time to school?
Um, because my parents.
Oh, I see. So they call your parents?
No. When I was late, they just say something and just okay.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Elena.
Mm.
So we have some new students joining us from the other level class. So, hi everyone that just joined. If you could unmute your mics and if you could turn on your cameras, that would be great.
You want to go on to the next slide?
Yeah, sure.
So at 7, once again, we usually eat breakfast. A normal American breakfast usually resembles the English breakfast somehow. And this might include fried eggs, bacon, pancakes with maple syrup, maybe cereal and yogurt or fruits. And the student usually takes 5 to 10 minutes to eat, or maybe more or less, depending on how they are. A lot of people actually don't eat breakfast just because they don't want to have to wake up 15 minutes earlier to eat like 2 eggs. So personally, I usually just eat a couple of steamed buns. So it's not really American, but uh, Elena, what do you usually eat for breakfast?
Uh, like bread and some milk.
Do you toast it?
Yes.
Nice. What about Arthur? What do you eat for breakfast? Arthur?
My my breakfast is my first breakfast is white rice with spicy cabbage.
Good job. That's really descriptive. What about you, Henry?
You.
Okay, I think Henry's preparing his answer.
I usually eat
Porridge.
porridge
And
and pancake.
Wow. That's very yummy. Thank you, Henry.
Okay, do you want to move on to the next slide?
And also Lucy. What about you, Lucy? What do you eat for breakfast?
Eggs, milk, and the cake.
Oh, that's very yummy and sweet as well. It's a nice breakfast, Lucy. And how's Sen? You just joined us. So we're currently going through the schedule and we're talking about breakfast. So what does your breakfast look like?
I don't know.
That's okay. So you can say something like, for breakfast, I eat fruit, or anything that you like to eat for breakfast. And just in case, Charlie, maybe you could translate as well.
Yeah, 你一般的早餐是什么？
Is the egg and cake.
Okay. Yeah, so you eat egg for breakfast. Or you have eggs for breakfast. That's very nice, Haozen. Thank you. So at 7:15, students usually drive to school if you're in high school, or you take the bus to school. So traffic is usually bad in the morning, so students need to leave earlier. So if your school starts at 8:25, you need to leave earlier than that to make sure that you're on time and not stuck in traffic. Students can listen to songs in the car to make it more fun on the ride to school. And finding a place to park is sometimes difficult, so that's another reason to leave early. I drive to school because I have my license. What about you, Charlie?
I haven't even gotten my permit yet.
Oh,
I
yes.
can't drive. Yeah. So I have to get my parents to drive me to school, and I used to take the bus.
Yeah, so do you prefer the bus or driving in the car?
Taking the bus was a lot closer because my old neighborhood was right next to the school. But being able to sleep on the car on the way to school is also nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Lucy, what about you? Do you drive to school or how do you get to school in the morning?
Walk.
Oh, you walk to school. That's very nice. How long is your walk usually?
Yeah.
Would you say it's short or like a long walk?
Short.
Short walk. That's nice. I used to walk to school as well when I used to live close to my school. So that's very nice, Lucy. Henry, what about you? How do you get to school in the morning?
My mom drives me to school.
Oh, that's very nice. Arthur, what about you?
My dad drive the car
with me.
with me. I listen to music and watch TV. My favorite songs is Enemy.
Oh, that's very cool. Thank you for your lengthy response, Arthur. I was actually about to ask you what your favorite song was. So thank you for answering ahead of time. All right, so we can move on to the next slide.
Okay, so at 8:30 usually we start class and we sit in our assigned seats, but sometimes it isn't assigned. Sometimes we can sit in whatever groups we want to, but sometimes we do have assigned seats. And after the bell rings, we stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. It's not a song. I don't know why it says sing. And we have to put our right hand over our heart when we recite it. I think you guys do a similar thing with, no, never mind. We sit down after the pledge is done and the teacher starts to teach or give out any announcements that there might be. So the pledge is right here. So Henry, do you guys usually have announcements?
An announcement at my school is when a teacher goes over the microphone and they make a big announcement to the rest of the school. Something like, "Good morning, students. Today we have nuggets for breakfast." And that goes to all of the students.
Okay, so
So,
we can do a different question. Henry, what do you usually do when you get to school? Okay, what about Elena? I think he's preparing his answer.
Oh, okay. We arrive to class before 8:30. We sat in our assigned seat. After the bell rings, we stand and sing the pledge of allegiance. We sit down after the pledge in down, and the teacher starts to teach.
Okay, good job reading the slide. So do you guys sing the Chinese national anthem, or is there also a Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes.
There's a Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What about you? Oh, Henry, are you ready to answer?
Read books. 读书。去了以后做什么？
Read books. Read the books.
That's the first thing you do when you get to school?
Yes.
Okay, okay. That's a good way to start your day. What about Arthur?
I'm for the 8:20 go to the school. I'm in the school to play with the friends, read a book, say,
Okay. Um, how do I pronounce your name? Hao-Jun? Do you have an English name?
Or how would you pronounce your name?
Yeah.
Mm,
你的名字怎么说？
就是好真啊。
浩真？你有英文名吗？没
No，
有。Okay. What do you do when you get to school?
嗯，
Okay, that's all right. I think that's everyone.
What time do you go to school, Haojun?
呃，
If you want to, you can also say it in Chinese, and then Charlie can tell you how to say it in English.
Yeah.
俺们就是8点10分怎么说
8点10分。8:10.
？8:10.
Okay.
I'm
Good
go to
job.
school at 8:10.
Okay, good job. That's great. Okay, so next slide.
So at 12 o'clock, students usually eat lunch. The next slide is going to be specific to my school because it's about our school stores. So Charlie can go ahead and do this slide as well.
Okay. Well, I don't have it elaborate, but so at lunch, which is at 12 for a lot of people, you um this is what public schools have for lunch usually in Georgia, which is where most of the teachers here live. Um, so lunch is usually 35 minutes to 40 minutes, depending on school and which teacher you have. And if you're not hungry or you have a lot of work to do, this time is also a really good time to do your work. You can also spend time with your friends because a lot of your friends in different classes are also having lunch at the same time. So you can eat and talk with your friends at that time. So once again, this is the food that they usually have. In some schools it's better, in some schools it's worse. But in America, school school lunch is sometimes called really bad. So does anyone want to tell us what they usually have for lunch? Elena?
，eat a yummy meal, spend time with your friend. Lunch in 35 minutes. Good time to do your homework or make up quizzes. Text.
Yeah, nice pronunciation. So what do you guys usually eat for lunch?
Every day, and it's not same.
Yeah, and what is it? Like rice and
Yeah.
vegetables? Oh, okay. Um, I can't see the members list right now. Natalie, can you ask them?
Oh, yeah, sure. Henry, what about you? What do you usually eat for lunch?
I eat lunch 什么
I eat lunch at home. We eat rice, meat, and vegetables. And then do my homework.
Okay, that's very nice. It's very cool that you get to eat your lunch at home, Henry. And everything sounded really good. I would say that I eat lunch rather than me eat lunch, but everything else sounded really good. Lucy, what about you? What do you eat for lunch?
I ate
Cake?
noodles.
Oh, noodles. I see. So you eat noodles. That's very nice as well. Hao-Jin, what about you? What do you eat for lunch?
Eat lunch for in the house. Eat the vegetable and the banana and the meat and rice.
Ooh, that sounds very nutritious. That's a nice lunch. Thank you. Arthur, what about you? What do you eat for lunch?
I eat lunch in the school. Lunch is I eat lunch is my lunch is the fruit, meat, rice, and vegetables.
Oh, that's a very nice lunch, Arthur. Thank you for answering. And I'm just double checking. Laten, are you there? Okay, that's all right. So we can move on. So this is something that is specific to my school in Georgia, in America. So Albico is a school-based enterprise at my school. A school-based enterprise is a store that's based inside of my school, and then we sell things that are basically a part of our school brand. So, Albico is a hands on version of a marketing management class offered at my school. So, instead of going into a classroom and sitting behind a desk, instead I go to the school store and I work inside of the store during my class time. A student's job in the store usually changes on a weekly basis. So sometimes I could work at the cash register, or I could work as a barista and I could make drinks, or I could be a security guard, so just to make sure that nobody steals anything from the store. Since my job this week is working the register, that is what I will do during the class period. So at 1 o'clock, I go to the school store and I get money from students. So I put all the data inside of the register. I'm not sure that every school has this type of school-based enterprise. So, Charlie, what about you?
At my school, so I go to a private school. We don't, we do have a school store, but that's run by adults. We do have similar things like this. Um, I don't really remember. I don't know that much about it, but I do know we have other things like um a team that makes videos for the school to post on websites to promote the school. And we also have people who sell drinks and food at things like football games or like basketball games.
Oh, that's very nice. And all those proceedings go to your school, correct?
Ye- Probably.
I
I
see.
think so, yeah.
So, Elena, do you have a school store at your school?
No.
Okay, so do you have anything of the sort where you can go and get snacks or any food, like a vending machine? Or how does your school usually do that?
We have snack in afternoon.
In your cafeteria?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's very cool. A lot of schools do that for me as well. Oh, Mia, I see that you have your camera on. Can you hear me, Mia?
Um, no.
Yeah, so I was asking if you have a school store at your school.
Uh,
It's okay if you don't. It is a little bit confusing since it's not something that every school has. Um, let's talk about lunch. What is your favorite lunch for school?
rice. Rice and chicken.
Ooh, rice and chicken. I like that as well. Okay, thank you, Mia.
We move on.
Yep.
So after school activities, there's a lot of after school activities for most American high schools. So there's things like club meetings, like I think this image shown here. There's a lot of things for if you like drawing or making things or folding paper. And there's also clubs for volunteering, like helping pick up trash at the community or giving out food to people who need food or clothes. And then so America has this special tradition of having a football game every Friday for the first half of the year, right here. And it's a very big part of the high school culture for American high schools, I think. So we can go through and ask everyone what some of their after school activities are. I still can't like see the people.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so after school, I sometimes have club meetings, but they usually are before school, so I would come early in the morning rather than after school. Um, I sometimes like to draw with my sister. So, Elena, what do you like to do after school?
After school, I'll finish my homework
Yeah,
and go home.
and are there any hobbies that you like to do?
Like football.
Ooh, you like to go to football games?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fun. All right, thank you, Elena. And what about you, Henry? What do you like to do after school?
I
大点
I can
pick
pick up
some
some
cars
cars
outside.
outside the school and go home.
Oh, I see. And what do you like to do once you're home?
以后做什么？Do your homework. Have dinner. Have dinner.
写作业。
Do your homework. Do your homework. Do your homework.
呀
Do your homework. 我说这个，写作业
Do
，do my
my homework.
Yes, so you do your homework after school. I'm pretty sure everyone has to do that as well. So we're on the same boat. In the same boat. Arthur, what about you? What do you like to do after school?
My after school can write homework, boxing, play basketball, play outside, read a book, play the toy.
Oh, yeah, those are a lot of activities, Arthur. That's very nice. Jen, what about you? What do your after school activities look like?
At school, I am play basketball and jump the rope, read books, do homework.
Oh, so you like to play basketball like Arthur too. That's very cool. Thank you, Hajin. And Lucy, what about you?
I will do my homework and play outside, watch video.
Ooh, you like to play outside? That's very cool. Thank you, Lucy. And Mia, what about you? What do your after school activities look like?
Um, read a book.
Okay, so what would you say your favorite book is right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't have a favorite one either. Well, what is your book about that you have read most recently? Is it about a real life story or is it about characters in a book, like with magic or about animals?
Um, mm,
That's okay. Let's see. What do you like reading about then? Personally, I like to read about I like to read fictional books. So stories about people that are not actually existing in real life. So I like Harry Potter when I was in elementary school. What do you like to read, Mia?
um,
Um, do you like reading about, do you like princess books?
yes.
Oh, okay. Who is your favorite princess? My favorite princess is Belle because I like her yellow dress and I like how she reads as well. What about you, Mia?
I like purple.
Okay, you like purple. I know that Rapunzel has a purple dress, so you might like her. Thank you, Mia. Let's see. It looks like everyone has answered, so we can move on.
We have like 10 minutes left and like 5 more slides of this so we can go a little bit faster. So teachers usually give homework every day for every class. And for high school, we usually have 6 or 7 classes every day, or 6 classes spread over 2 days every once in a while. So we usually have homework for most of the classes to do every night. And we have times during lunch or sometimes maybe on the bus to finish the homework, but we usually still have a lot of homework to do at home. These are some examples of homework. I think this is math, this is geography. Oops. That's also math, and that's English. So wait, let me just try to pull it up. Okay, yeah. So Arthur, what subject do you have the most homework for?
Sorry, teacher, I don't know. Please try again.
What? So subject is like a subject is like something like English, math,
Subject.
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 说你最喜欢的学科一下，
My favorite
是吗？
subject is art.
是这个
Okay,
意思吗
do？you have art class at school?
Yes.
Yes? That's great. What class do you have the most homework for?
What class？没听清，直接问。
老师，我没听清。
What class do you have the most homework for?
什么课作业最多？
对。
嗯语文和数学。
Chinese and math. Okay. I think that's a pretty normal answer that a lot of people will agree with. Okay, so we can go on to the next one.
So the next slide is about hobbies. So it can be like walking your dog, listening to music, drawing and painting, and lots more. So since we kind of talked about this, we can move on.
Okay, so students usually eat dinner according to their personal schedule. So some people eat as early as 5, and some people you eat right before they go to sleep at 8 or 9. So this student that wrote this got home, usually gets home at 7 and has dinner right after. This is, I think, a fruit salad, and this is a dinner that these people had. And then we can also go to the next one. So
Now,
before we go to
sorry, go ahead.
so before we go to sleep, we brush our teeth and take a shower, wash our face and everything like that. And then we sleep after finishing our homework and studying. Sometimes it can be 10 or 11, but sometimes before a lot of tests, like on a Friday or right before we go on break, or if we're studying for something like finals, final exams, it can be as late as 3 a.m. So we would barely sleep. And then I think we can move on to our game. The game for today is Connect 4. I thought we were gonna do Wordle. Do we just do a normal Connect 4 game?
Yeah, sure. We're going to split the students up into 2 different colors since there's only red and yellow, and the red team will work together with the red and the yellow will work together with the yellow. So Charlie can click on the screen. I will be red.
Oh, that's not okay. Sorry, guys. So do we want to all play against a bot, or should we go like half and half?
We can go against a robot. I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
So, Henry, where would you like to place the red circle? You can pick a number 1 through 7.
1
No,
to
this would be
7.
one.
One. Pick one number.
Pick one number.
你选择1到3选几？1到7。6 吧，6。
6.
Okay, so Charlie can count to 6. So the 6th circle is the one that he's
2,
gonna
3,
put.
4, 5, 6. Okay.
6.
Elena, what about you?
1.
What about you? 丽娜你呢？
She said 1.
1. Okay.
Yeah, so keep in mind we don't want the computer to have 4 in a row. So as you can see, there's 3 yellow circles at the very bottom. So maybe we should place it in the 4th row so that the computer doesn't get 4 in a row. But it's up to Arthur. Where do you think we should place the red circle?
Yes, I play the red circle. I can play the red circle.
Okay, and where do you want to put the red circle?
第四行 4.
4. Okay. Good job. You blocked them.
Okay, and what about you, Haoshen? Where would you like to place the red circle?
第5行
Thank you, Arthur. Since you took your turn, Haoshen is gonna go as well.
老师，你刚才说什么？我没听懂。
你想要把红色的圈圈放哪一行？
放在第五列。
Okay. Can you say that in English?
5.
5? Okay, the 5th one. Good.
Thank you, Arthur. Haoshen, where would you like to put the red circle?
5.
Okay,
Again?
5. That's a good spot. Let's see, Lucy, what about you? You can pick a number 1 through 7 if you'd like. But it looks like her connection is a little slow. So Mia, what about you?
3.
3. Okay,
3.
that's a good spot, Mia. All right, and back to Elena, I think. You can pick a number 1 through 7.
5.
Okay, and Henry.
7.
7, that's a good spot. Let's see. Arthur, you can pick the next one.
6.
Are you sure?
Yes, 6.
Okay. Oh, no.
Oh, it looks like the computer got a Connect 4. That was a good team effort, everyone.
老师，这个游戏的规则是说哪个先连成4条线，哪个就赢吗？哪个先连成一条线4个的，哪个就算赢。
对。
明白了，游戏规则搞明白了。
Okay, so we would play again, but I think we're pretty much out of time.
Yeah, so we can go over the
So-
homework. So your homework for this week is going to be to answer this question. What is your favorite part of the day? For an example, my favorite part of the day is the morning because I like to get my day started off right. And I feel like it's a fresh start to every day in the week. Charlie, what about you?
Probably like about 3 or 4 when I get home, because I feel like I have time to do work or to relax, and it's just a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are some examples of pretty good responses to the homework. And it's 10:30 now. So do we want to dismiss?
Yeah, so everyone is good to go unless you have any questions.
Okay, thank you everyone. Have a good day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye, Henry.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Mia. Bye,
Bye.
Liten. Bye, Arthur. Bye, Lucy.
Bye.
拜拜，谢谢，Thank you，
Bye bye. You're welcome.
welcome。